Good morning. It's Brian from Midwest Family Lacrosse broadcasting live here at Gunderson Health System this morning. How's everybody doing? Checking in. New people are here. Woot woot! I hear we had a rock listener call in, donate $150. Big thanks to them. We've got Tia. Boy, Tia hasn't hung up the phone since 10 minutes ago. She's been going at it. But we've got some great Miracle Team volunteers from the Seven Rivers Region chapter of credit unions.
Yay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Make them busy. Call.
Yeah, seriously. Honestly, I just quick looked and I thought you had a real baby. Even though I saw him bring the baby over, and I know it's not real, it's so realistic looking. It's blinking. Did you see that?
I know. It's
dude,
like sort of breeze, too.
This is not.
See?
Dude. Sorry. I get distracted. But seriously, please call and donate. Big thanks to the rock listener, $150. 784-KIDS is the number, 784-5437. It doesn't have to be $150. We appreciate that, obviously, if you can afford it. Big thanks. If you can't and only $20, then please donate that. But you can also text in CMN Kids to 51555, or you can go online at aroundrivercity.com and watch our stream and also donate there online. Big thanks to our sponsors, Mark Jewelers and, of course, Stanek Electric. And right now we're here with Andrew. Gene, my morning show partner on our station, is here with us. And Andrew, what's your job here at Gunderson Health System?
So I'm an employee over at the Integrated Center of Education. So we deal a lot with education based in pretty much every department here at Gunderson.
Okay.
Super Tory specifically was donated by the CMN Network.
What's it called?
Super Tory. It's
Super Tory.
Yep. And
is
so
that
this
the
is our
specific
infant
name, or is that like sort of a generic name given to these
Dolls.
lifelike babies?
Lifelike babies.
It's more of just kind of a generic name.
Okay. Do you have like a nickname for
We
this?
just stuck with Super Tory.
Okay. Super Tory. So
tell me about him.
So Super Tory, like I said, was donated by the CMN Network. Super Tory costed roughly $40,000.
$40,000.
Well, you can tell because you're training with this, and I'm watching. Is that her? Is it her?
Yeah, I guess
is that
you
her
could consider
vitals?
her. Yep, these are her vitals, and then
Oh,
this is
man.
kind of the control panel behind the scenes.
So this helps doctors and care providers with. Holy moly!
Right?
I'm sorry. It moved.
Dude, see?
Oh, sorry.
I tried to warn you. That's
know
why
we're-
I said let Gene hold the baby,
I know
because
we're on
if
the
I'm
radio and not, but
no,
that
but Andrew. So to kind of finish up what Gene was saying, the reason why this costs $40,000 is because it is so unique and lifelike that it creates these abilities for your doctors and staff to learn what's actually happening when you've got a baby like this in the NICU.
Yep, and so it's considered like high fidelity. We use it a lot for like pediatric advanced life support training. We just did a neonatal resuscitation program training with it yesterday. It can do pretty much everything from heart sounds, lung sounds, bowel sounds. You'll get brachial pulses, femoral pulses, as well as umbilical. You can do IVs on it. You can intubate them. You can do chest tubes. It has
that's when you're
Incredible.
thinking about training for
Incredible.
doing it on actual infants. It's remarkable.
Yeah, and it's definitely improved the education. It just helps keep learners more involved in education versus just kind
You're
of
not
staring
trying
at
that
PowerPoints
on babies
and-
without
Well, yeah,
having
anybody who's ever taken a CPR class remembers the baby, and it's just a hard plastic thing with a soft little patch in the back, and you turn it over and you whack it on the back, and you hope that the candy comes out of its mouth. But this thing is moving. It's changing. It's changing color, I believe.
vitals. It's
And
crazy.
he's running vitals on the computer right now for Super Tory. And again, $40,000 piece of equipment. Just one of the pieces of equipment here at Gunderson Health System for the CMN Radiothon. That's what these things. That's what part of the
pinched me.
part of the money. Yeah, see, its arms just went out. Part of the money goes to stuff like this, and then another large piece of equipment you can see behind us here. This is the giraffe, and this is the $50,000 piece of machinery that Jean broke. Much like the time she plugged in a space heater and took all 6 of our radio stations off the air. That's why I said don't let Jean touch anything, because she'll do that to you. She touched it and something dropped out, and hopefully we're not on the hook for that. Ring boy, I apologize. But no, you can see why this is a $50,000 piece of machinery. I mean, we have a former employee who just had a baby yesterday, and the baby is 4 pounds. And you know what is like 4 pounds? A sack of potatoes.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like we're
Bag of
talking about
coffee.
a tiny little baby, and obviously, one of these things is absolutely essential for their ability to survive.
Absolutely. I don't necessarily work a whole lot with the giraffe. We do incorporate them as well in our NICU education. I can't speak on them as well as like a nurse could or a doctor could.
Well, geez, I guess we should get one of them in here.
Apologies.
I'm just messing with you. No,
That's
but
the cuff. If you're,
this-
if you're listening to us on the radio, you can't see that. Sorry about that. There's a stream also. You can, if you've seen the video, but that
this goes around the bicep. So where I would normally up here on my arm, where I would normally get my blood pressure taken. This, and you see the big black.
You're
cuff,
talking
the
about-
Velcro, and
it's
all the
so
bells and whistles.
small.
This is the cuff that goes around a NICU baby's. Sorry if you can't hear me. Around their arm, and you can see how tiny it is. I mean, I can barely just put my
It's like a Band-Aid.
my finger in there,
Really.
and that's it. So obviously stuff like this costs a lot of money, and that's why the Children's Miracle Network Radiothon is important, because these donations will help to fund these kind of things. Not to mention all the other great stuff like meals for the families, gas cards for the families, the adaptive stuff. I mean, if you've ever known anybody that has a child that needs an adaptive bicycle, right? You can go out and you can buy a $200, $300 bike, and the kid loves it, and that's great, and training wheels and all that. But if you have to get an adaptive bicycle for a child,
Right.
you're talking thousands of dollars just so that they can ride a bike and feel normal for a little while with their friends. If you don't have that adaptive bike, then you're not riding bikes with your friends.
and wheelchairs, ramps to get into their home, lifts for their vehicles. Those are very
That
expensive.
baby's not going to grow up and like
What,
it
think it's
doesn't
Emmett's
grow,
mom?
does it? It doesn't turn
Baby
into a
will stay
teenager, and
same
it just
size.
okay. All right, I'm just worried it's going to start getting bigger here. What do we got over here? We got some.
Are all of the dolls that we've purchased and about how much they cost a piece.
All right, so wow. So one infant doll, $46,000.
That's this one.
That
Okay.
isn't it. Yeah, I think so. Is that an infant? Is that what infants look like? I don't have kids, so I'm sorry. I'm just going off what I've seen on the internet. Toddlers, $36,000 for one of those. A child age 6 to 8. So they've got multiple of these, every different age range. Is a $53,000 purchase. $32,000 for a child that's about age 5, and then an infant, another $50,000. So that's $200,000 that they've spent on these lifelike super toys, all purchased since 2017 because of the Children's Miracle Network Radiothon.
Right. So the experts here can get trained on these, watching vitals, seeing the best, way to do the procedures, looking at the outcomes, and then, adapting.
Absolutely. Like I said, the big thing is engagement. It's tough to keep a learner involved if they're just kind of staring at a PowerPoint or just a simulated screen or just like a normal doll mannequin. So with these, you can pretty much do everything you want to them.
Like a human.
Absolutely. And then as well as like we're able to incorporate different task trainers and just kind of keep the procedures as realistic as possible throughout the education.
To reset again, this is the 2021 Children's Miracle Network Radiothon across the stations of Midwest Family Lacrosse. Big thanks to our sponsors, of course, Mark Jewelers and Stanek Electric. Also, big thanks to our Seven Rivers Region chapter of Credit Union. Miracle team over there. Where's those hands? Come on, let's go, guys.
Yep.
It's after 7 a.m. You guys should have had at least one cup of coffee. We need some energy on the phones over there. If you want to
Today-
donate, you can call 784-KIDS. That's 784-5437. You can also text on your phone by texting CMN Kids to 51555. I think I saw a stat in our book. The NICU children are about this big
Yes.
in terms of size, not necessarily weight. But
Yes.
so you're talking about literally a child that is so premature that you can hold it in your hand.
Well, yeah, that's a cell phone that you've got there, and that's what you're talking about, literally.
Yeah, and so like we even have a couple like preemie educators as well, and so they are roughly the size of like a male hand, about maybe a little bigger, give or take.
There's 8 of those babies upstairs right now in the
And-
NICU
yeah,
here.
so- Up to 11
Since
now.
yesterday?
Wow.
Man.
Holy moly.
11. So you can see the importance of these machines and also the training that goes into that, because, a full-grown human, and you're intubating and you're doing all this stuff and you've got all the equipment that's been around for years and years and years and decades and decades and decades. But then you're talking about something this small. How do you get that baby intubated? How do you, hook up leads to it? How do you do all that? I
Right.
mean, you have to have specific types of medical equipment and training.
Absolutely. And so like I said yesterday, we actually just did a training with the preemies as well as Supertory. They do a lot of just kind of like shocked baby birth and just how to resuscitate and how to like properly go through that.
Man.
Unbelievable.
And roughly like with these two, you can kind of realistically simulate how long it's roughly going to take to actually go through a resuscitation like that versus, like I said, just kind of staring at a model or something like that and just getting vocal like education.
Oof. We were here for 14 hours yesterday. It's a big day today. This is a big day, and we need your donation. 784 Kids, they stay local. They help programs here. They help families. Oh my gosh, I met so many families yesterday, Brian. And we've had a couple Big Bikes kids that have been heroes here before, so we're intimately involved in the program and the good work that they do, but they need funding. This event did not happen last year, as all the things, because of COVID, so extra important, 784-KIDS, 5437 for phone calls this morning. Of course, you can text as well, CMN Kids 51555, or online at aroundrivercity.com. I think she's ticklish, by the way. On the bottom of her footses.
And again, this Radiothon every single year not possible without the help and support of some great sponsors, including Mark Jewelers, of course, and Stanek Electric. Today's Miracle Maker sponsor is the Oral Surgery Clinic of La Crosse, who is also today's full day sponsor. The Radiothon goes from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So if you can't call in right now, you're in your car,
lunch
or whatever,
hour or something,
you know, or you're just hearing it and you just remind me to do that. You can text in, you can donate online. Big thanks to Team Marine, who is the sponsor of the family interview area. We're going to talk to some of these families.
Yep.
You know,
all
when
day.
you hear their stories, again, it's always amazing every single year.
Yes, please. Please.
We got a $1,500 donation.
We need
Did they
that.
say?
We need that all day long.
Did they
I'm
ask me
not
to sing a
kidding.
song?
We need
'Cause
that
that's-
all day long.
Do they want me to sing a song? 'Cause
No,
that was what I was promising.
No. Oh, look at the time. We got to
Free-
wrap up.
I'll sing your song. I'll sing it. I'll put your name in the song. If you call in this morning while I'm here until 9 o'clock, I will sing you a song. Any donation, $5, $1,500, whatever it is, I'll sing you a song. I'll put your name. I'll put your dog's name
You
in
want
the
to hold
song.
the baby?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
All right. We got to wrap up.
It's moving.
It's
It's making noise now. All right. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's unhappy.
Why did you do this to me? Why couldn't it have been a dog?
I think dogs are joining us later today, as a matter of fact. We're going to be here all day long.
Yeah, so we're going to have some,
Canines.
Okay, take your pictures of the weird guy with the baby. All right. Thank you, Andrew, by the way, so much for
Absolutely.
coming
Thank
down
you,
on
guys.
your
Yeah.
day off when you weren't told you were going to be doing this. I know how stressful that can be. Gene likes to spring things on me all the time. So I appreciate your time. It's valuable, obviously, what you guys do, and thank you so much for coming down and talking to us.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. I can't say enough about the CMN network. As you guys said, there's hundreds of thousands of dollars donated just on the education aspect on our end, and so they're doing great things, and let's keep it up.
We actually just had a gentleman who must be in janitorial services or delivery. So I don't know. He must work here, but the giraffe that you see sitting behind us here. All right, can we? Sorry,
I'll
this is
take the
not
baby. You're not good.
Nope, not good. Not
Okay,
good.
come here.
Okay. Man, my stress level just went like way down. But we were, in all seriousness, we had the giraffe sitting over here earlier, and there was a gentleman who came by and you know, not part of the Children's Miracle Network Radiothon, and he stopped and he said, 38 years ago, today is the day, October 15th, that his daughter went home, and you don't forget those dates. And he was able to bring his daughter home because of machines like this that saved his. And can you imagine? I mean, like, what the technology was like 40 years ago, and saved his daughter's life, and he was able to bring her home. And so if you've got a family member, if you've got a friend or somebody you know that is dealing with a child that was, you know, premature and needs one of these machines, you can see the value in it. And just hearing that is awe-inspiring.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You got to do all this stuff because I'm going to cry.
Okay, 608-784-KIDS. That's 784-5437 until 6 o'clock tonight. All day long, we're going to be here. AroundRiverCity.com for online donations. You can text to give as well. CMN Kids, no space, all squished together. CMN Kids, text that to 51555. Live at Gunderson Health System for the Children's Miracle Network. It's Brian and Jean and Midwest Family.